Okay. Well, welcome to another Monday night. Okay, it's 8 p.m. Melbourne time. And okay, just looking at the charts, multi-screen chart. And from what we can see, we've confirmed the vertical line that's met its targets. Okay, so and it's gone outside the river. We expect it to come back in, and green center line, solid center line is still solid green, so there's still momentum there. We can see that the orange gritty lines above it, so we'd expect that there's still some upward pressure. Moving to the left, we can see that on the M15 chart, we got confirmed the vertical line here, and it hasn't got a current time frame high yet. Okay, so but what it has done, it's met its riverbank, opposite riverbank. Okay, so M15 is a 15 pips for channel, so 15 pips. We're probably looking towards the blue channel. Okay. It's always good to do it in confirmed line so we know where we're at. And let's put one of the open price that we're working from. Yeah. So this way it gives us a framework of what price it's up to. Okay, so yep, that's the other one. Okay, so profit targets, once it's confirmed, when the blue vertical line crosses the green riverbank, the opposite riverbank that it's going towards a 1 for 1, which is that yellow line there. And if we get a diamond before that, even if it's not a current high, what that indicates is that price has found a bit of resistance. Okay, so what if this hasn't achieved its current high yet? What we'd expect is price to move down and go a little bit higher, and at that somewhere there, we'd expect then a white dotted line to appear, joining and showing a current high diamond. Okay, so the benefit of a vertical line confirmation is that it says that if it's confirmed, you'll be looking for, it'll be completed and would like to go and get a current high. Okay, current high, that means a white line needs to appear from the current low, attaching itself to the current high. Okay, so price has gone outside the river and hasn't achieved current high yet. So that information gives us that price probably even need to come perhaps back to touch the river center line. We've been there and then move up. Oops. Okay. So far, from open price with the confirmed candle, it's gone up, yeah, close to 14. Okay, so once again, what this does is it still takes into account what the 5 minutes is suggesting, that there's still some momentum. We can see the price is moving back to the buy zone. Yeah, So something like this. Okay. So the river here's a 5-minute river, and that's a 15-minute river. The benefit of having multiple timeframes and multi-chart is that we can actually mark things down and then, yep. Okay. So the white line I drew in the M15, when I moved it to the M there, you can see that under 5 minutes, I can get to the pink riverbank and still not reach the center line. So this move, that's moving down, you know, could move down to the Fibonacci levels here or here before it bounced up. Okay. But for really, even not knowing all that, we've already taken profit and the M5 and price on the last side of the riverbank. Over here, if we were in that trade on the M15, if we entered on M15, would have been out of that trade and would be waiting for price action to retreat and then come again and resume the trade upwards. Yep. So once again, we just need to go and wait for it to do these things. Okay, now this timing part. Okay, so over here you can see window 5 could help you here. As you can see, window 5, where the retracement bar, the yellow bar, has been tuned very close to the vertical line that have been filtered by the LGD river. Okay, so once again, these window 5's there to assist because a lot of times, even when we refresh, we don't get to see the vertical lines because the LGD river is very sensitive and it only needs, some of the filters just need to be out by millimeters and milliseconds, and it could cause a vertical line not to be drawn. Okay, so they're very close to the vertical lines. They'll never replace it because when this bar meets the criteria, it doesn't tell us that it has to go to a diamond. What it does tell us is that price is in a high probability place where trade can be placed, and the target will generally be to the opposite riverbank at the minimum. Yeah. So when we enter trades where there's no vertical line, but we can confirm an alert from the NW5, yep. So criteria is met, window 3 and 4 green, orange line below river center line, current low diamond. Okay. So these targets, because there's no confirmed vertical blue line, we still do our management of M15, 15 pips down, 15 pips up. Okay. And that 15 pips up is the balance line, which is done by the Pete's indicator, you know, the one that creates those support and resistance band 1 and 2. Okay, so that's a likely target. Okay, but once again, we don't have a confirmed vertical line. With regards to that, so On those ones there where we met criteria, our aim is that when it hits the river bank, it will be a good place to enter unless we had additional information like higher time frame, wanting to complete a confirmed vertical line, etc. River center line still solid. You can wait for a diamond to turn up. Okay, but the safest trade to lock in profit would be the riverbank, unless you've got Fibonacci's or any other momentum indicator to say the prices we've got momentum. Okay, so this then, because we're not greedy, these are achievable targets. Okay, and safe. Okay, because it's not a confirmed vertical line, so we can't take the assumptions that it'll go there. As we can see, it still went there. But the part is, we've taken a trade here. A few candles later, we have another opportunity. Yep. So even though we didn't get a confirmed vertical line and we couldn't take as much profit because we didn't have all that extra information, we're still able to take another, going to the riverbank, another 6 pips. But at this stage, seeing that the balance line is close to the riverbank, okay, and we know that there's no coincidence that if there's another support or resistance line close to the Green Riverbank, that price will be attracted to it. Okay, so even though we didn't get the full stay in the trade for the full amount, we're able to take safely 67 pips on the first criteria met, and another 8 pips here, so that's still 15 pips here. So once again, it's just taking the trades that meet criteria that you can repeat, okay? Because we're not actually physically making these the indicators do what they are. They've got their own mathematical formula that processes information and displays it. Our job is to see if, when they're displayed, if a criteria is met. If it is, then to see achievable profit targets. Okay, so part of that has been, obviously, as per last week, that we made the river a little bit smaller. Okay, so this allows us then to enter trades that have met criteria when the bar appears and we've got no confirmed vertical line. That the average true range is 1.236. Okay, so it's gone to the 23.6 Fibonacci level. Okay, so once again, even in the river, we use the Fibonacci levels to give us achievable targets, because all maths and living things are based on Fibonacci. So the same thing with price action. Okay, it's humans are creating the price action, so therefore what's being displayed in raw data processed through Fibonacci will still give us achievable targets that we can go and consistently use to go and take profits from any trade. So once again, over here and over here. Okay, over here we've got a vertical, confirmed vertical red line. We can see that the greedy line's gone outside the river. Okay, so what this tells us is that we can get for a 2-for-1 trade, yeah, at a minimum. Okay, all right, so this pretty much over here. Okay, remember what we said just 10 minutes ago or 15 minutes ago when the webinar started? Okay, the green center line was there, orange still below, showing momentum upwards. Yep. Our window 5's remain green, window 2's green. Okay, so jumping diamond environment. So a lot of you are aware about jumping diamonds. So once again, on the web page, it explains where to go for that. Okay, so if there's strong momentum and the price has gone outside the river, there was a diamond there. What I want to do is come back inside the river and at least to the river center line or pierce through it. Over here, you can see it bounced off very close to the river center line, spiked through it, and it's moved up. As long as it has a destination, and remember we said that the channel line was probably a good spot, but just above the channel line we're at the 0.236 open percentage level. Okay, so that's like, yeah, not even 2 pips. Okay, then above that, get the 423 of the Fibonacci. Okay, because in M21 indicators indicating there's a breakout opportunity. Okay, once again, what we do is we see this cup-like of the river where it curves sharply upwards in a breakout position. Okay, it looks that way, and Fibonacci's have said that it's met criteria, and we can see the degree line's gone outside river. Okay, so there's a lot of momentum. Price action has, with that sort of momentum, would like to at least get to the 423 level. Okay, so over here, once again, on a confirmed riverbank, confirmed blue vertical line, we're looking for 10 pips or channel, which means 10 pips up. So there. And 20 pips is the 5, or what was it, 6, yeah, 523. Okay, so but prior to even getting there, this is its destination, 15 pips. That's about 3 pips to go. Okay, so it's slowly moving up for all the levels, yeah? Balance line, a white line, channel, up to the next percentage line, then above that, the 423. Okay, around this area, we'll probably be seeing some sort of bounce. Okay, now when this happens, okay, there we are. Okay, so here we've got now a confirmed current high. You can see the white line joining it. Okay, is it the channel line? Okay, okay, so this is the confirmed one. Okay, New Zealand US 15-minute chart, 1-for-1 target on default, 15 pips. Okay, so yeah, so that's all right. just have a look, so we can go and see if there's anything we can go and take advantage of. Okay, so once again, there's no confirmed vertical line here. So really the only, we can see that price needs to move up. And we're getting an alert here on the yellow bar. Once again, the only place we can expect it to go is to the opposite riverbank. And if we measure it and risk reward, that means what you're going to risk and what you're going to get back, it's within our trading profit targets, and we're happy with it. Over here, it's saying to the riverbank's about 7.5 pips. Okay, just above that, we can see the percentage 236 plus a couple of the Fibonacci lines. Okay, so there's some attraction up there. Okay, so we don't have a confirmed line, so as to whether they will have the momentum to get through. But what it says is we can enter a trade there. The criteria is met. Okay, we can see 3 and 4. Okay, so this is the 5 minutes, and if we keep to the rules of profit target and bound to seeing achievable target. Okay, so over here on our M15, gone outside the riverbank, would dearly like to go back in, tried, bounced off and tried again. Okay, and here we can see the 236. Okay, so the channel line and the current low got to the 0.382 and outside the river, so really would like to get back in. Going back in, even to touch the green pink center line, it's 13 pips. So we can see its desire to come back in meets with what the 5 minute is allowing us to safely enter. So we're not massaging or creating a trade that's not there. We've let our charts do the work on all the indicators. Okay, so let me just put a there. Okay, because we expect it's gone outside the river. Excuse me, and yeah, and it achieved another support level, which has been marked by the open percentage indicator, and it created a new channel down to show that that's the most current support area. Okay, so it's decided there's a lot of reasons why it needs to move back upwards. Yeah. So once again, this is not a multi-chart as we have here, but you can see the relationship between M5, M15, yeah, and over here in M30, we can see that price has moved back down. It's gone outside the riverbank, got a diamond, but not a current low diamond, but a diamond, showing that it's created a fractal. Okay, that means a mini low, but the fact the price has gone outside the river, it would like to come back in. Yeah. So we can't take a trade in M30, but what it does say, there's some laws and of behavior and characteristic that says the price would like to come back inside the river. Yeah. So price would like to come back in, Whoops. And we can see 30-minute wants to come back inside the river. M15 does. Okay. The blue lines, vertical confirmed blue vertical lines of the M15 allowed us for our jumping diamond. And yeah, 5 candles ago, there was enough on the M5 to get a diamond up here at the green center line and orange timing line below it, suggesting there's momentum upwards. Okay, so okay, once again, although we had green in windows 3 and 4, our orange line was above it, but what all this was said was confirming there was momentum upwards, which once again would be reflected and would be entering trades if they met criteria in our M5 or M15. Okay, so we would have entered 3 candles earlier, and if we didn't, we got a blue vertical line in there. Okay, so there's no real need to go and get impatient or to believe that there's not enough trades happening. It's just the way we use the information that's being displayed in our charts. Yeah. So, okay, the question that could be on your head now is there's 2 lines missing. Yep. Okay. The reason I put those 2 lines was to train your eye to be able to confirm window 5. Okay. When the yellow bar came up. So by putting those lines in there was to go and help you train your eye to look at what I need to look at. I'll put them back now just so you can see. Yeah. Unfortunately, the only thing about that was that it didn't make it look busy, but what it did do for me, what I wanted or achieve, was that it allowed okay, so you had the yellow and white line that I was used again. Oh, sorry. Okay. Remember those? Yellow cross white. Okay. So what those 2 lines helped me do was to help highlight the prices in the sell zone and that when they cross, that there was a probability of trade. Okay, so as you can see now, they are basically processing the same information and putting alerts where vertical lines are appearing and where they don't appear. because they couldn't be drawn. Okay, so why do I do that? Is that I realize it can be frustrating when you can see that there's a lot of downward momentum or upward momentum and prices in the buy zone, and you want to get in, and you can see that it's shading in both windows, 3 and 4, and orange lines below it. Okay, so this back up for the vertical lines, as you can see, it backs it up pretty well, makes the alert. So if you miss the alert from the vertical line, window 5 will give you an alert at the same time. Okay, the alert's there to bring your attention to look at the chart because something's happening of interest. I'm not guaranteeing there's a trade, but most of the time, or majority of the time, there will be a trade. And then we just follow our criteria, PDF on vertical line fulcrum trading, and apply those to the alerts of window 5, where whenever we have an alert and don't have any vertical lines, and when there are vertical lines, it just doubly supports the entry should criteria be met. Okay, so entries on where there's no confirmed vertical blue line, and we enter where criteria is met, where one of these yellow bars appears. These trades, we still apply the default so we can get a suitable stop level. Our target generally will be the opposite riverbank because that's the safest, most achievable. Okay, but here we had a lot of additional indicators in the templates that gave us that information that price was going to jump. All right, so as you can see now that your eyes have been trained to go and see where an expectation that price is going to provide an opportunity for us to enter, that those two orange and white lines at that crossing, we're getting alerts from a window 5. Okay, so now that that part has been done over the last 6 weeks, I don't need to have the training wheels anymore, and I can uncomplicate the chart. I can take some of the training wheels off so that you can actually see the love handles on the left and right love handles, and there's clear space, and you can see the buy and sell zone, etc. Okay, I've made the orange gritty line a bit thinner. Okay, and that's when it's on top of the river center line. It's hard to see, or when it's just crossing, having it thinner, it doesn't cover love handles and that, so I can even still see love handles. A lot of time it can go on top of the love handle. Okay, so once again, just trying to go and make sure that the chart is as uncluttered as possible, and that the relevant information for alerts and criteria to meet are easily seen, so that we can then enter the trade. Okay, so over here, okay, it's got the blue channel. Once I come back in, okay, remember the 261 and the river that we talked about. So this part, yeah, okay, but once again, the pink river bank of M5 is still above the river center line at M15. Yeah. Okay, so once again, everything has its proportion to its time frame, so that we have a reference point for profit targets and stop levels for any trade that meets criteria. Okay, so there's no questions. We'll call it an evening and let you enjoy the wonders of, once again, a very uncluttered window one. Okay, gets a little bit busy when the Fibonacci is drawn, but as you can see, it's a welcome sight sometimes when identifying more profit. Okay, so thank you and good night. And there won't be one next week because on Monday, no, it's not public holiday, sorry. So we'll see you next Monday. Thank you.